What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to continue on with our Skyrim Let's Play. We will be doing the Before the Storm, so we got to go down to Whiterun and talk to the Jarl of Whiterun about what happened with the dragon at Helgen. So as we leave Riverrun, we will be heading north up to Whiterun. Go ahead and grab this pelt. And let's keep on trekking down.
Imperial business. Be on your way. This is none of your concern, citizen.
Calm down, bro. There's a trap on here. So here we are, coming up to Whiterun now. Like I said, quite a few mods, especially ones that add weapons, armors, and new locations, or kind of update the older locations, kind of add a lot more to it, make stuff feel a little bit more lived in, alive, not as simple and dull as it was in the vanilla game. I mean, considering the game's over 10 years old, but just kind of little simple things I really enjoy with these mods. So here we are at the Whiterun's market.
By Izmir, it's true. A jester, funny suit and all. Just north by the Lorius farm. Who had a copper in the farm?
Do you hunt? The plains outside Whiterun are ripe with game.
Need something?
Halt! City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only.
Riverwood calls for the Jarl's aid.
Riverwood's in danger too. You better go on in. You'll find the Jarl in Dragon's Reach, at the top of the hill.
Alrighty. So, first time here in Whiterun.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own.
Dragons I can handle. But this talk of dragons...
And that will be Dragon's Reach right there, which is essentially the Jarl's palace.
Give me your money.
I know your family's honor is important to you, but we can't afford it.
It's a shame, isn't it?
Walk among the stars! There's no... My lord, please.
What's the meaning of this interruption? Jarl Balgruuf is not receiving visitors.
Gerdu sent me. Riverwood is in danger.
Housecarl, my job is to deal with all dangers that threaten the Jarl or his people. So you have my attention. Now explain yourself.
The dragon has destroyed Helgen.
You know about Helgen? The Jarl will want to speak to you personally. Approach.
So, you were at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes?
The dragon destroyed Helgen, and last I saw it was heading this way.
Smear Irileth was right. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls? Against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that dragon is lurking in the mountains...
The Jarl of Falkreath will view that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not... I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties. That would be best. Well done. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
So the Arcane Enchanter is kind of where you can go to, like I said, get the effects from, like, this one takes 5 points of frost damage and health to stamina to your enemies. And then you can kind of click it on yours, essentially hit frost damage. And then if you have a filled soul gem, you can enchant your item. But I obviously at the moment do not.
I'm right behind you.
Farengar, I think I found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill him in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there.
Alright, where am I going? What am I fetching?
Straight to the point, eh? No need for tedious hows and whys. I like that. Leave those details to your betters, am I right? I, learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself.
Oh, do you mean this old stone? So if you do the, retrieve the Golden Claw quest before doing this, you don't have to go back and do it. So if you do kind of just run through the campaign, like the main campaign storyline, you will have to actually run all the way back to Bleak Falls Barrow and do it then.
The Dragon Stone of Bleak Falls Barrow. You already found it. You are cut from a different cloth than the usual brutes the Jarl foists on me. You'll have to see the Jarl about that. Maybe his steward, Avenici. I'm sure one of them will pay you appropriately.
Farengar.
One of the new servants? Remember that I like my meat rare.
Not now.
I'm right behind you.
It looks like the game's glitching out a little bit.
Let's go.
I serve Jarl Balgruuf as steward. So, the Jarl is,
Irileth
as you
tells
can
me
imagine,
you came from the
very
Western
busy.
Watchtower?
Perhaps I can assist you.
Tell him what you told me
I'm
about
right
the
behind
dragon.
Oh, that's right. We saw it coming from the south. It was fast. Faster than anything I've ever seen.
What did it do? Is it attacking the Watchtower?
No, my lord. It was just circling overhead when I left. I never ran so fast in my life. I thought would come after me, for sure.
Good work, son. We'll take it from here.
Helgen got hit by
Head
a
down to the
dragon.
barracks for some
One of
food
those
and
horrors
rest.
comes here. We'll
Burn.
be ready.
Irileth, we better gather some guardsmen and get down there.
I've already ordered my men to muster near the main gate.
Good. Don't fail me. There's no time to stand on ceremony, my friend. I need your help again. I want you to go with Irileth and help her fight this dragon. You survived Helgen, so you have more experience with dragons than anyone else here. But I haven't forgotten the service you did for me in retrieving the dragon stone for Farengar. As a token of my esteem, I have instructed Avenici that you are now permitted to purchase property in the city. And please, accept this gift from my personal armory.
I should come along. I would very much like to see this dragon.
No.
So yeah, now you can purchase Breeze Home, which is the smallest, kind of worst home in the game. Is also the cheapest, if I recall correctly. But it is like kind of your first process to get like your own home where you can store items. But with the Anniversary Edition, it adds a lot of player homes, as well as the Hearthfire DLC, where you can actually build like
as soon as the rest of the men have gathered.
your own homestead and stuff, which is actually super sweet. So if you're kind of like into like building and all that stuff, you can kind of build. It's not kind of place where you want to type building. It's more of place. It's more as just kind of predetermined positions, getting the material and quote unquote building it. Still kind of cool, better than nothing, but
If you're looking to purchase any mead, speak to the owner, Sabio.
You tried mercenary work? It might suit you.
I was hoping to find the blacksmith.
Need something? Sometimes I miss the soldier's life. My Sapphire doesn't like that I've been spending so much time looking for my father's old sword. He fed his entire family with the gold he made using that weapon. I'm not about to let it gather dust in some thief's trophy room. I tracked it to a group of bandits nearby, but I'm no fool. I don't know why I'm saying this, but if you find it out in your travels, I'd be grateful to you. If you find
Awesome.
that sword, please bring it to me.
And then you can, so Breeze Home is actually right here. It's this little tiny house. But obviously you have to buy it first.
Yes?
So.
Need something?
A dragon. I don't much care where it came from or who sent it. What I do... Oh. It has made the mistake of attacking Whiterun.
But Houseguard, how could we fight a dragon?
That's a fair question. None of us have ever seen a dragon before, or expected to face one in battle. But we are honor-bound to fight it, even if we fail. This dragon is threatening our homes, our families. Could you call yourselves Nords if you ran from this monster? Are you going to let me face this thing alone?
No,
Houseguard. But it's more than our
No.
honor at stake here. Think of it. The first dragon seen in Skyrim since the last age. The glory of killing it is ours, if you're with me. Now what do you say? Shall we go kill us a dragon?
Yeah!
Damn right!
Let's move out.
What a great speech. So building those bags with leather just kind of give me more carrying space for more junk to sell. Alright, and so now we head over to that watchtower right there in the distance.
people like that, but these Nords have no love for us. Welcome. Take a look. Thieves and smugglers. May your road lead you to warm sands.
And stables here is where you can buy your horse. You can fast travel, kind of quote unquote fast travel, with the carriage system, which is actually really nice when you're using survival mode. It's the only way you can actually kind of like fast travel.
Someone do something.
All right. As you can see, up there is actually Bleak Falls Barrow, the place we were just at. And as you can see, the Western Watchtower has been attacked and is on fire.
No signs of any dragon right now, but it sure looks like he's been here. I know it looks bad, but we've got to figure out what happened, and if that dragon is still skulking around somewhere. Spread out and look for survivors. We need to know what we're dealing with.
Yeah, as you can see, the guards that were stationed here got pretty messed up. Take some of these for selling. And then, yeah, we got a new necklace, so our stamina is going to be increased by 10, which will be nice. Oh, there it comes. So since we're not using any arrows, we are essentially going to be kind of waiting until it lands. Alright, now that it's land, let's go in.
Let's make sure that overgrown lizard is really dead. Damn good shooting, boys.
Alright, so this is where you start getting dragon. I do have dragon heart mod, so essentially when you eat it, you get to get a free skill point.
Everybody, get...
Proud to be your battle brother, Dragonborn. Whiterun doesn't need to fear, with you
We
on
told
our
that
side.
dragon
not to mess with Whiterun.
I'm glad you're on our side. I'm glad you're on our side.
My own I hold sacred. That's a shout. Like the Greybeards on their mountain.
I can't believe it. You're Dragonborn.
Dragonborn? What do you mean?
In the very oldest tales, back from when there were still dragons in Skyrim, the Dragonborn would slay dragons and steal their power. That's what you did, isn't it? Absorb the dragon's power.
I don't know what happened to me.
You can shout now. You couldn't before, right? That can only mean one thing. You must be Dragonborn.
Dragonborn? What are you talking about?
That's right. My grandfather used to tell stories about the Dragonborn. Those born with the dragon blood in them. Like old Tiber said himself.
I've never heard of Tiber Septim killing any dragons.
There weren't any dragons then, idiot. They're just coming back now for the first time in forever. But the old tales tell of the Dragonborn who could kill dragons and steal their power. You must be one.
What do you say, Irleth? You're being awfully quiet. Come on, Irleth. Tell us. Do you believe in this dragon business? The voice of the Dragonborn.
Some of you would be better off keeping quiet than flapping your gums on matters you don't know anything about. Here's a dead dragon, and that's something I definitely understand. Now we know we can kill them. But I don't need some mythical dragonborn. Someone who can put down a dragon is more than enough for me.
You wouldn't understand, Housecar. You ain't a Nord.
I've been all across Tamriel. I've seen plenty of things just as outlandish as this. I'd advise you all to trust in the strength of your sword arm over tales and legends.
That was shouting, what you just did. Must be.
Alrighty.
You really are Dragonborn then.
Now we gotta head on back to the Jarl and pretty much just turn this quest in, and that will be the end of that one. And then I believe that's when we have to go up to way up there to that monastery up in the mountain, which is High Hrothgar, to actually kind of like fully become Dragonborn or learn like the basic skills and the story, a little bit of history of the Dragonborn. So we will get that part knocked out here in a second. We just got to go ahead and return back to the Jarl up in Dragon's Reach. And at low levels,
Take a look.
dragon bones and stuff, they're really kind of just a bear on your inventory. So once you actually have the ability to make dragon bone armor and stuff, it's kind of when it's worth keeping. But until then, I usually just sell them. And there's so many damn dragons around anyway. And towards the end of the campaign, you get tons of dragon bones. Especially by then you'll also have your own house, so when you do get dragon bones you can actually start dropping them off at a container in your house and they'll be there permanently. So it's kind of not to really have to lug them around everywhere. There are mods that makes the dragon bones like weightless, but that's just a little unimmersive in my opinion.
Look, you already have been told you're not allowed here. Turn around and go back the way you came.
We're causing no trouble. All we ask is to look for her.
I don't care what you're doing, nor to what happened here in London.
He who is both man and divine. Trust in me, Good. You're finally here. The Jarl's been waiting for you. You heard the summons. What else could it mean? The Greybeards.
We were just
So
talking
what happened
about
at the watchtower?
My brother needs a word.
Was the dragon there?
Watchtower destroyed, but we killed the dragon.
I knew I could count on Irileth. But there must be more to it than that.
When the dragon died, it absorbed some kind of power from it.
So it's true. The Greybeards really were summoning you.
The Greybeards?
Masters of the way of the voice. They live in seclusion high on the slopes of the throat of the world.
What do these Greybeards want with me?
The Dragonborn is said to be uniquely gifted in the voice. The ability to focus your vital essence into a thum, or shout. If you really are Dragonborn, they can teach you how to use your gift.
Didn't you hear the thundering sound as you returned to Whiterun? That was the voice of the Greybeards, summoning you to High Hrothgar. This hasn't happened in centuries, at least. Not since Tiber Septim himself was summoned when he was still Talos of Atmora.
Rungar, calm yourself. What does any of this Nord nonsense have to do with our friend here? Capable as he may be, I don't see any signs of him being this, what, Dragonborn.
Nord nonsense? Why, you puffed up ignorant. These are our sacred traditions that go back to the founding of the First Empire.
Dawnguard, don't be so hard on Avenici. I meant no disrespect, of course. It's just that, what do these Greybeards want with him? That's the Greybeards' business, not ours. Whatever happened when you killed that dragon, it revealed something in you, and the Greybeards heard it. If they think you're Dragonborn, who are we to argue? You'd better get up to High Hrothgar immediately. There's no refusing the summons of the Greybeards. It's a tremendous honor. I envy you know? To climb the 7,000 steps again. I made the pilgrimage once. Did you know that? High Hrothgar is a very peaceful place. Very disconnected from the troubles of this world. I wonder that the Greybeards even notice what's going on down here. They haven't seemed to care before. No matter. Go to High Hrothgar. Learn what the Greybeards can teach you. You've done a great service for me and my city, Dragonborn. By my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Whiterun. It's the greatest honor that's within my power to grant. I assign you Lydia as a personal housecarl, and this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble, now would we? We are honored to have you as Thane of our city, Dragonborn. Back to business, Proventus. We still have a city to defend. Yes, my lord.
Alrighty, and that is that. So we did go ahead and get the Greatsword of Whiterun as the weapon for completing it. It is part of the a mod category that we have, or not a mod category, but a mod I have installed. So it kind of adds just like unique Thane weapons instead of just regular ones. So next episode we will continue up and head on to the High Hrothgar and find the continue our quest from there. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.